Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. We're closing out a week. We're going into a great weekend with the Basics of Life, the youth musical taking place. We're going to have a wonderful harvest of souls, so bring young people that need the Lord. It's going to be a great weekend. For our devotional thought today, my goodness, where do I start? Ananias and Sapphira, the kings. Zeal for his house consumes me in the book of Psalms. There's so much truth there. And really, I could do the zeal for his house consumes me for an hour. But let's go back to something very practical today in the book of Proverbs. We're entered into a new phase of life in the Philippines. We've walked through all of the years of poverty and pain. Our nation is booming. Our nation is growing. People are prospering. They're buying homes and condos, and construction is taking off. And forgive me, sometimes you just sit down and weep tears of joy. Because we remember the days when we ate rice and salt. We remember the days when, oh my goodness, people brought mangoes to church because that was the only offering they had. We remember those days. God has been good to us, and we rejoice in all of his goodness. But with riches, there are new patterns of life that have to be learned, and there are new temptations that have to be faced. And one of those temptations is what the Bible calls the deceitfulness of riches. You see, sometimes people think that money changes them. Money doesn't change you. Money is not a transformer. Money is only an amplifier. If you take a bad singer with a karaoke and give them the microphone, it's only going to make him sound worse. Diba? Money is an amplifier. If you take a good singer and give them a microphone, it makes them sound better. Money is an amplifier. It's not a transformer. Now look here in Proverbs chapter 28, verse 11. A rich man may be wise in his own eyes, not in anybody else's eyes, in his own eyes. But a poor man who has discernment sees through him. Now, you know, there are rich people that act like they're so smart and that everybody should listen to them and that everybody should bow to them. But a poor man with discernment sees right through the bravado and the arrogance of a rich man. Money doesn't make somebody right. Now, brothers and sisters, with the blessings and with the prosperity that God is bringing to your life, understand it doesn't make you any smarter than anybody else, and it doesn't make you any better than anybody else. It just amplifies who you are. If you were arrogant before you got rich, you become more arrogant. If you were proud before you got rich, you become more proud. If you were humble before you got rich, it'll make you more humble. Money is an amplifier. Now, you and I need to understand, intelligence is not determined by how much money is in our bank account. These are gifts of God. A poor man who God has given discernment can see right through the rich man who thinks he's so wise. So, as God blesses you, never look down your nose at anybody and never look up at anybody. But what have I taught you for years? We are every man's equal. We're not better than anybody. We're not below anybody. We're every man's equal. So let's prosper and not fall into the deceitfulness of riches.